Hey guys, Mr. Miles here, and I'll be talking about a cool build for the Barbarian. This will allow you to do stuff like freeze everything forever. Sounds pretty cool, right? Problem is, though, you're going to need the Earth set and Lutsock, like any other bar build. But I'll just give you guys my build, and hopefully you guys like it. As a heads up, I will be putting all the things I talk about, like, for example, the gearing. I'll put that in the description below. I'll give you links to every single piece of armor I talk about. This will allow you guys to kind of min-max and see what you guys, see what I'm talking about and see how it works with the build. If you guys want me to put pictures up of these things, I could do that, but I mean, you guys have to let me know and tell me about it in the description below. But I probably won't do that right now because it's a lot of work. It requires me to go to the website, copy and paste the picture, and post it. No, I can't do that for like 17 things. But I will if you guys ask me to. If you guys ask me to, I will do it. But let's talk about the gearing. I will talk about the build, and then I'll talk about the Paragon points, and then I'll talk about how it works. But first, the gearing. I'll give you two versions of this. I'll give you a core set, and then I'll give you an actual ideal set. So the core set is you guys will be using 4 set of your set, Lutsock's cold percentage damage, and Azurewrath and Utar's Roar. Because Azurewrath and Utar's Roar is super strong, you can craft Utar's Roar, Azurewrath is easily to get, and that's that. Yeah, that's the set. If you guys don't know what the Earth set does for Barbarians, and that's kind of weird because I thought everyone did, the 2 set will allow you to reduce the cooldown of your Earthquake by 2 seconds by everything you kill with Earthquake, and the 4 set is whenever you leap, you will, ignite Earthquake where you land. Now, the fun thing about the My Earth set is that it will go off of the Earthquake that you have on slot, and if you don't have one, it'll just use a vanilla Earthquake. Meaning, if you leap and let's say you have, Chilling Earth, for example, when you land, you will ignite Chilling Earth. Really cool stuff, right? So that's the core build. Now, the actual build in my mind is this, and I quote, because I have it written down. Earth set, you have the head, shoulders, and pants. Immortal King set, Boulder Breaker plus this the chest piece. Lutsocks, SOJ with cooldown, of course, with a roll ring and grandeur. Frostburn, this is not an ideal thing, I guess you'd say, but I like the idea of it. But probably get your your 4th Earth set if you want. Then go into Reaper's Wraps. Get Captain's Belt. No, actually, you know what? Don't get Captain's Belt. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna check something real quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so don't get Captain's Belt. Just kind of get rid of that idea. Get Hellcats or Witching Hour for your belt, because, duh. And get, trying to think here, maybe Honda the Vaxo. I don't know if it'll work or not, but hey. Now, you probably get yourself a really good amulet, kind of like this one, but like ice on it. That's basically how it works. And that's basically the build for the gearing. That's a gearing? Yeah. Okay, if you guys want to alternate this bit, because I did say you guys get the Boulder Breaker for your main hand, only because the Earthquake will go off of your main hand damage, and Boulder Breaker is pretty much a tough thing to use. And also, it will allow you to get your 3 set. But if you guys don't want to do that, you can always try out Azurewrath with Utar's Roar. That's 40% cold damage as opposed to the actual main hand damage of Boulder Breaker. If you guys do that though, drop the idea of finishing off your gloves for your Might Earth and just get yourself IK gloves, and this will still let you have the 3 set for Immortal Kings. And that's the gearing options. Yeah, that's done. Alright, now let's talk about the build. The build's gonna be kind of easy. Frenzy with sidearm, only because it's cold. You guys don't have to do that. You can just go with Throwing Hammer or Stupefy. Either one of these will be really fun because it will allow you to on your downtime throw things and keep things going. You can stun things that come near you, or you can use Stupefy and hopefully try and Stupefy one of the enemies that are going near you. Up to you. Problem is though, if you're using one-handed weapons, this will be super awesome. If you're not using one-handed weapons, you might want to go with something else, like maybe a Cleaver Bash. But if you are using one-handed weapons, maybe Frenzy with sidearm would be better anyways. These are the options I give you. Seismic Slam with Permafrost, this is going to hit like a truck, especially with the percentage damage you have and the fact that it's cold and slow, which means nothing will touch you. This is going to be your spam ability. This is going to be probably a lot of health back to you, because I am using Bloodthirst in this ability, and you have the 3 set of Immortal Kings. Leap with Call of Area, this is going to be super strong because Lutsocks in My Earth, and when you leap, you land, the Call of Area Room will pull things to you. You'll stun them with Earthquakes as Chilling Earth, and that's like an 8-second freeze. Warcraft Impunity. If you guys don't want to use this, because this is me making it for hardcore, you could just use like I don't know, Charge or Best, or you can use Battle Rage. I guess you can use. If not that, you can always just pick up Charge with Dreadnought, and I will pull things with you into like your Earthquakes, for example. And it also gives you health back, not health back, Fury back. If you guys don't want that, actually, this just came to my mind. You can always use Merciless Assault. This will allow you to spam this a lot. And that'll be a lot of Fury back for you to play around with Southwest Slam. Avalanche with Snow-Capped Mountain, really strong. The cooldown of this is reduced by 1 second for every 25 Fury you spend. Southwest Slam's 30 Fury, and Earthquake is about 50 Fury. So these will give you a nice kind of ability to spam once in a while, but it will help you kind of get this Avalanche's uptime or downtime down. Yeah. And of course, Earthquake with Chilling Earth. This thing is an 8-second freeze in 18 yards. It is awesome. I love it. And it's so strong with Leap, because with Leap, you have a 10-second cooldown on Leap. You land. Earthquake goes off. This thing is 8 seconds long. It's an 8-second freeze. Your Leap is 10 seconds long. That's a 2-second downtime on Leap technically. And that also with Lutsock, you have 2 seconds to Leap again. So if you really pull it out, and on your like 1.8 second, you can Leap again into another Earthquake, and that will freeze things again. And you see where I'm going with this, basically. You have basically a really good downtime on Leap. For your passives, you're going to use Earth and Might, Superstition, Bloodthirst, and Ruthless. If you guys don't want these, your other options are Boon of Bulkathos, Brawler, Rampage, Animosity, and Unforgiving. You'll be using Animosity and Unforgiving if you guys have really bad Fury management. Boon of Bulkathos is just purely for Earthquakes as downtime. Rampage for mad damage, Brawler for mad damage, and that's basically it. If you guys want some more defensive stuff, though, Inspiring Presence with your Warcry is not that bad, I guess you can use, or you can use Nerf Steel just for a bit more, bit more armor. For your Paragon points, you max out your movement speed and then go into Strength. Offensively, cooldown reduction to max, please, and then go into either crit chance or crit damage, whichever one needs it more. Defensively, all resist and go into life regeneration. I don't like life very much. I like life regeneration more, in my opinion. Utility, area damage into life on hit. Do not go into resource cost reduction. That way, you can have the full amount of life given to you from Bloodthirst and Immortal King's 3 set, because you get 289 life per Fury spent. You get 578 life per Fury spent. That's basically like 800 life per Fury spent. So 800 with the 30 here, or 800 from the 50 here. That's a lot of life back. You're basically laughing at that point. And you also have the Warcry to boost up your armor and your all resist too. How would you use this? Well, basically you have 2 leaps, right? You have 2 leaps. That's 2 free Earthquakes going off. And Leap, because of your Paragon points having that 10% cooldown reduction, that means that Leap's only 9 seconds long. That means you have basically you have Leap all the time. Not Leap all the time, but you have like Earthquake on all the time. Things are gonna be always frozen unless they're super adverse to being frozen, and you're basically free to do anything you want. You'll be basically untouchable. After that, your Avalanche is basically a nice burst damage. Your Southwest Slam is gonna be spammed all the time. If not all the time, but enough for you to have enough life to do anything you want. Your primary attack is only there if you have no Fury, but I don't know if you really need that much because you have everything frozen. But that's basically how it works. It's super easy, super fun, and I think it'd be super cool. I think this thing would be good for T5, maybe T6 if you have everything min-maxed nicely, in my opinion. I know that T4 would be easy, like easy mode with this thing, like really easy. But that's basically the build. Hope you guys like it. If you guys don't like it, tell me in the comments below. And be sure, like I said, check out the description below. See what I posted. See all my notes I put into. And maybe you guys like it or not.